Over the past few months, we've been working on miscellaneous projects while we were saving money to make some big changes to the inside of our container house. And it's time to wrap a few of those up because with delivery dates finally scheduled,
Hey, I just got the call. Spray foam will be here Thursday, or I guess tomorrow.
And walls coming down, it's going to get pretty chaotic around here. I am so excited to tell y'all all about it. We're still going to be making big changes to the inside, and it's going to be a lot sooner than we thought.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Cody already took care of food and water. Awesome. Thanks, babe. Last night we added all of this hardware cloth along the bottom. It may be a little hard to tell, but last night we got a truck bed full of sand poured out here, and then we're probably gonna need another one, but I think the girls are loving it so far. They're able to scratch, so I think they like it. Oh, Brennan. Oh, Dale. Where are you? Good morning. Good morning, friends. We have a laundry list of things to do today, but I just wanted to let you know that we are going to do an updated house tour today. It's nothing fancy. We really haven't done a whole lot, but I wanted to show y'all what we have done and then also update you on the changes that we're making, because I know that I kept saying a few videos ago we're going to be making big changes to the inside, and none of that has changed. We're still going to be making big changes to the inside, and it's going to be a lot sooner than we thought. We've just been saving up, so we're going to go over all of that in just a little bit, but like I said, laundry list of things to do. Let's get our day going. The boys do not leave the girls' side. They come greet them every single morning and then just hang out around their house all day, and we'll even take naps over here. The very first thing that we need to do is build these girls a man door, because let me show you how I've been getting in and out of here. Ta-da! That's not gonna work anymore.
So we're gonna go ahead and knock this door out really quick. And thanks to Dahlia, Songbird 307, it is gonna be the fastest thing I've ever built, because she was kind enough to get us this miter saw stand off our Amazon wish list. So thank you, Dahlia. We super appreciate it. I've been wanting one of these forever, and it's gonna be a giant help in building stuff.
And now I can do things on my own, because I always struggle so hard with keeping these 2x4s up, because I'm a relatively, small person. So this is going to be a huge help. Now I can do projects independently.
Yeah, if you've never used a miter saw stand before, you can have a lot of problems with, say you have a long piece of wood like this and you need to cut the end off. Well, your table's only right here, so the wood just kind of falls down. But with these nice stands, you got an arm all the way out here to be able to rest your 2x4 on. so you can cut the end right where you need it. Easy as can be. Thank you so much, Dahlia. I super appreciate it, and you will definitely be seeing it in the majority of our videos. If this saw is out, the stand's gonna be out, that's for sure. And also, if you have a miter saw but don't have a stand for it, I would highly recommend this one. It is a lot nicer than I expected it to be. You know how sometimes on Amazon they'll just kind of give you a stock picture or something, and then when it shows up it'll be a little bit different? Well, that was kind of the case with this, but in a very good way, because it happened to be painted a lot nicer and just a lot higher quality than I thought it was going to be from Amazon. And it's also a lot cheaper than most of the ones at the store. So not sponsored or anything. I'll have Summer put the link in the description. If you need one, definitely go check this one out.
All right, girls, one door coming up. And we're done. So fancy. I think I'll probably add some sort of wreath or decoration on here yet, but I don't have anything, so I'll be on the lookout whenever we go out into town. Now let's work on their roosting bars. Ta-da! We put in a ton of places for them to perch. Here's a look from the other side. And then we put some at different heights for our more adventurous gals. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 places for them to perch. And we ended up using 2x4 joist hangers so that way we could easily remove these and then pressure wash them and clean them up whenever we're cleaning the coop, and then they just slide right back in. So tons of places for them to perch, super happy with it. I wanted to show y'all one more thing. Cody made these nesting boxes to fit paint trays absolutely perfectly. We actually got that idea from our friend Lydia. She said, hey, you should make your nesting boxes be able to fit paint trays because then your eggs will slide right out. So that is a great little hack, and then now our eggs will just slide right back to the back. Obviously though, the girls have just a little bit before they're going to be producing us any eggs. So right now we just have it screwed off and locked off so nobody can access that side.
And then the last thing I'm going to do is give the girls a little front porch roosting bar. Place where you can chill out at. Good girl.
Is that her? She likes it. There's still a ton more things that we want to do in here, add tons of places for them to perch and like a little chicken play area. But for now, I think they're happy and that'll do. So let's go work on the next thing.
Alright, this is pretty much what I got, so go through all that and see if there's anything I didn't pick that you want me to grow.
Cody has decided that he he is going to take over the greenhouse because I kind of
Didn't grow anything over the winter?
No, I didn't grow a single thing. You know what I grew? A bunch of weeds, a bunch of oak tree plants.
You're done. I'm taking over the greenhouse.
I've neglected her just a tiny bit.
Dude, look at the size of these white oak leaves. That is
A bunch of just gibberish, so I'll kind of show y'all what that looks like. It's a mess in there. I've decided I'm a great maintainer. I'm not so much a starter. So Cody is going to get it going, and then I'm going to help him maintain it throughout the year.
We had a couple of these variety packs of like packages of seeds from last year that we didn't really use much of. After going through all that, what I have laid out is what we plan on planting so far. There is a couple things that I want to plant that aren't in here that I thought were in here, so we're going to have to pick up some seeds tomorrow whenever we go to the store. This is all what we're going to start with, so I guess let's start making some seedlings. The first thing we're going to start with is broccoli, and we're going to do 8.
Look, I tried to make a carrot, but it came out really ugly. Look. That does not look like a carrot at all.
Will you write me 2 celery sticks?
Yes.
Actually, we're not going to grow the green scallion onions because those are the ones we have growing down the hill. So we have a ton of them. We don't need them.
Hi, buddy boy. What y'all doing?
Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 24 tomato plants? You don't think that's too many?
No,
24.
no, because I went through 50 pounds of tomatoes between September to November. 50 pounds of tomatoes is how many tomatoes we ate between September to November. Think about that.
Okay, each plant is definitely going to produce more than a pound of tomatoes. That's a lot of tomatoes.
Okay, listen, it's fine. I'll
Whatever.
can them.
We're going to be swimming in tomatoes. It's
I'll
fine.
can them. I'll can them.
That's your chance.
What you working on now?
I'm just checking on the solar. Have you changed?
Yes, it is freaking cold out.
Yeah, I know. I put my shirt on too.
Hi, Salem. Hi, girls.
Oh my gosh.
Do we like our roosting bar? How do we feel? I feel like we're missing some.
There's 5 of them on the one roosting bar. We'll have to pick up some 2x4s and add another couple roosting bars in here.
Enjoy it, that's for sure. All right, girls, it's time to go to bed. It's gonna be dark soon, and we don't have any lights over here yet.
Oh, are you gonna put yourself up? Well, that's a big help. Thank you.
We figuring it out? They haven't quite figured out the door yet. I'll throw some clips at the very end of the vlog of some funny things that have happened over the past couple nights when they're trying to figure this whole thing out. But yes, we don't have any lights over here. So, girls, it's time for bed.
The camera lighting is so deceiving too. It looks like it's like super bright out. No, it's literally sunset in like 5 minutes.
There we go. All right, girls are up.
You found the new roosting bars, I see. Oh. Okay, good night.
All right, boys, time to make our way back home.
You really stink. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay.
Admiring your tree.
Yeah, looking at all the new growth. You can see where it stopped growing last year and started growing this year. Ooh, this branch is getting big. We're gonna have to pick up some neem oil or something though. We're getting bites out of the leaves.
Babe, I don't want to make dinner. Will you order a pizza?
Pizza? Of course.
Okay, I figure you wouldn't say no.
I never say no to pizza.
Tick season is in full swing because I already have 2 tick bites on my tummy, and this one was crawling over those 2 tick bites I already have. Will you please burn him?
Yes.
Not a fan of ticks. We hate ticks, right, Rock? Right, Rock?
Not every night is beautiful home-cooked meals and fun family nights. Majority of the time it's editing and Cody working on miscellaneous projects outside and ordering pizza because I'm really, really tired.
Sweet boy. So handsome.
Hi, it's the next day. I realized I said I was going to do a tour and then I never did. Also, don't judge me. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, okay? It's just one of those days. So yeah, let me go grab Cody and we will get that taken care of. But I think that he finally got the Club Cadet riding lawnmower that we got for free up and running. So let's go check in.
Now, how did that riding lawnmower get way down here from way up there?
I drove it.
Oh, yeah?
So let me tell you about this steal we got. This thing was posted for free on Marketplace like a year ago, so we went and picked it up. And Summer's dad actually happened to have a motor for it that he got, I think, from trade from one of his friends. So we put that in it because it had a blown motor. Probably like 50 bucks worth of stuff that I put into it, and she's running. I will say it does still need an exhaust. I gotta choke it, hold on.
That's what she said.
So I just went back and rewatched our last updated house tour, and honestly it's the exact same, so I'm not really gonna even bore you with it. We haven't done anything. Like, that's just the God's honest truth. We really haven't done anything. We've been focusing on a whole bunch of other things. I know that we said come winter we were going to tackle all the inside projects, and then we never did. So, and there's a good reason for that. We moved in here around spring, we got through the summertime, fall, winter came around, and we kind of just sat down to decide, you know, what can we do to improve this space? Because when we originally moved in, we were on a budget. We had a whole bunch of unexpected attorney fees and security and different things like that. Like I said, we weren't expecting to have to pay any of that, and so it kind of depleted a little bit of our savings. So the majority of the things that we did inside the house to be able to get us in here and living here, we did on a budget. So for instance, spray foam was on a budget.
Yeah, we did the poor man's versions. An inch of spray foam and then I think 4 inches of fiberglass on top of it, to create a vapor barrier and be able to lower the dew point, so that way we weren't worried about condensation inside the walls. And so after living here for about a year and going through the whole winter and everything, we realized we went through a ton of firewood. And then we've also just kind of had a bunch of ideas like, oh, I wish we would have done this, I wish we would have done that.
So when we sat down to talk about all of this, we kind of figured out, okay, well, what's most important to us? What do we want to spend our money on? What do we not want to spend our money on? And spray foam is incredibly expensive, like super, super expensive. And that's why whenever we did spray foam originally, like Cody said, we did the poor man's version. We decided
we're just going to go ahead and take all the walls down, add all the things that we wish we would have added in the first place, and spray foam a lot more.
A lot of y'all are probably thinking like, dang, y'all probably should have thought about that a long time ago. Why'd you even put your walls up? Don't get me wrong. I understand we're probably going to get lots and lots and lots of heat for this, but at the same time, there's no other time that we're going to be able to do this. Once the walls are plastered, paint is on, we're not going to be able to touch them ever again. So we figure before we do all of that, while you can still see the screws, it's the best time to pull these puppies down, re-spray foam.
Like a couple things Summer's mentioned, she would like surround sound for the TV in the living room, so I think we're going to add a couple speakers in the ceiling. We've used our projector in the house quite frequently, and it's kind of a pain because we have to just like stack it up high on a TV tray. And then the dogs could end up knocking into it and it's really fragile, so I think we're going to add a projector mount and outlet on the ceiling.
We thought about toying around with like hot water coils a little bit, so we are looking into that. Yeah,
we may run some water lines over to the fireplace, that way we can hook up a hot water coil if we ever choose to. And then another thing is whenever we got our cabinets, they ended up being really nice and we didn't really expect it. And with that, they have built-in lighting and outlets and stuff like that. Well, since we weren't expecting on putting these cabinets in, we didn't wire for any of that.
And we were balling on a budget.
Yeah, so now we can add the wiring to be able to utilize all the lights underneath the cabinets and the extra outlet spaces. We want to put the mini split lines on the wall. There's a whole laundry list. So the depth, a lot more of everything whenever we actually start doing it, but there's a ton of stuff we're going to do.
Basically, we knew this was going to be our only opportunity to spray foam ever again, if we ever so choose to spray foam again, and with that we needed to make it worth it to us, so we just created a list of things that we wanted to do. And yeah, we ordered spray foam, but man oh man, that took a huge ding in our bank account, but I think it's honestly going to be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, we went through a ton of wood over the winter, so that was kind of our biggest draw to wanting to add more spray foam. Is the more insulated we get it, the more we can retain all that heat, the less wood we'll have to burn. The reason that's so important to us is one, because wood is kind of a pretty valuable resource. You know, it takes a lot longer to grow than what our life is, and if we continued burning it at the rate that we did last year through the next 40 years, we'd be out of trees, and we want to keep this wood.
For sure.
So we definitely want to cut down on our wood usage. It'll help cut down on our AC usage in the summer, which will help with the power, all kinds of stuff.
So yeah, that's the big news. I didn't want to keep the secret from you any longer, especially since we have that delivery date for spray foam confirmed. You're probably going to get 1 or 2 more like random videos before we hop right into it, because we need to really like think about how we want to do this, because everything has to get out of the house, all the walls have to come down, all the furniture has to come down, these cabinets have to come down. There's so much that has to be done to complete this project, so bear with us, but it is going to be happening. I'm so excited. It is no longer just a thought. We're going to be doing it. So yeah. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you sweet boys. Hanging out with the girls.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing in your hair.
perch on top of our sister. We haven't quite figured out the door yet. We haven't quite made it in the door yet. You really shouldn't sleep on your sister. They're so cute.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.
You're done. I'm taking over the greenhouse.
I've neglected her just a tiny, tiny bit.
Look at the size of these white oak trees.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I want